As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now they'll shift things around. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give running right, ETN. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. On play action, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They go play action with Lawrence.
On the move to his left.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one, 13 yards. So a nice run there. And I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off it, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
110 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now here's a carry heading left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of load behind it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down, ETN once more.
Good footwork at the 30. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Rolling to his right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 124 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is 2nd and 8. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's when your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Now a 2nd and 6. Lawrence.
This one complete to Gibbons. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Etienne bringing in another one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
They go play action now. Lawrence
sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On second down, here's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. This will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out of the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Hammond now to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This now a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Another toe for ETN. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Out to his left. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and 8. On play action, Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. First down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, Broncos. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.